Alright, this video is to help you review your protons, neutrons, and electrons and their basic characteristics to distinguish them. So let's start off filling in our chart. The first thing we have, protons. Their charge is a +1. For neutrons, you have a 0. And for electrons, they are the opposite of protons, so they're -1. The location that we find these are different. Protons are in the nucleus. Neutrons are also in the nucleus. And electrons are in what we call the electron cloud. That cloud is around the nucleus. When we take a look at mass, we are going to be looking at such a small particle that it's very difficult to quite understand what we're playing with. So we're going to be using a unit called a mole, which will help relate all of these masses together. Protons are one of the bigger subparticles, so we give them a mass of 1 gram per mole. Neutrons are also big, so they are given 1 gram per mole. In relative size, when we look at our electrons, we find that it is so small that when we contribute its mass to the atom, it's insignificant. So when we count the mass for the electron, we count it as 0. Through our scientists, we do have some gentlemen who came through and helped discover these 3 particles. The first one discovered was the electron by J.J. Thomson. The second one was the proton. It was discovered by Ernest Rutherford. And then we have our third one, the neutron, that was discovered by Sir James Chadwick. The last section we have for our protons, neutrons, and electrons is dealing with their purpose. Protons, the basic purpose is to identify the element through the atomic number. The neutron is going to tell us specifically what type of each element we're playing with, and it does that through a term we call isotopes. Isotopes, same element, but has a different mass. The last one is the electron, and its big purpose is to show us what kind of charge the element has to be stable. Now, that's the main purpose, but they do have a second one as well. Protons and neutrons together, when added up, they will give us what we call the mass number. The electron has one last purpose. With that charge, it's going to be what controls the reactions that we're going to see, and it does a lot of our bonding. And that is our information for protons, neutrons, and electrons.